Why is chess development so hard in complex openings? Imagine trying to build a house where every brick has to fit perfectly and the blueprint keeps changing. That's what developing your pieces feels like in complex openings. Development in chess means moving your knights, bishops, and other pieces from their starting spots into active positions. In simple openings, this is straightforward. You develop quickly, control the center, and safeguard your king. But in complex openings, things get tricky because there are many different plans and ideas to consider. First, complex openings often have a lot of theory behind them. There are many move sequences and variations to remember. If you get even one move wrong, you might end up with a weak position or lose time. This makes developing your pieces more difficult because you need to know exactly what to do and when to do it. Without this knowledge, your pieces might get stuck or placed poorly. Second, these openings usually have multiple goals at once. You might want to control the center, prepare for a pawn break, or set up an attack on the opponent's king. Balancing these plans while developing your pieces takes experience and good judgment. You have to decide which move is best for now and which plan to follow later. Third, move order is very important in complex openings. Moving your knight or bishop too early or too late can change the whole game. A single inaccurate move can cost you time or create weaknesses that your opponent can exploit. This makes it risky to develop freely without a clear plan. Fourth, your opponent's moves can disrupt your development. In complex openings, both sides often have chances to attack or create tactical threats. These threats can force you to respond defensively instead of developing smoothly. Sometimes you have to spend moves defending rather than improving your position. Fifth, timing your king's safety is a challenge. In complex positions, castling too early might expose your king to attacks, but waiting too long can leave your king vulnerable. Finding the right moment to castle while developing your pieces is a delicate balance. Lastly, complex openings demand a lot of pattern recognition. You need to see typical piece placements and tactical ideas quickly. This mental load makes it harder to develop instinctively. You have to constantly analyze and adapt to unfamiliar positions. In real play, studying these openings means going beyond memorizing moves. You need to understand the underlying plans, typical piece maneuvers, and pawn structures. Focus on controlling the center flexibly, completing your development efficiently, and preparing pawn breaks to open lines for your pieces. To sum up, developing your pieces in complex openings is hard because it requires mastering a wide range of knowledge, balancing multiple strategic goals, and reacting to your opponent's threats. It's a challenge of coordination, timing, and understanding, all happening at once. That's what makes complex openings so fascinating and demanding in the game of chess.